Not too bad. A few of the guests from the upcoming wedding have placed orders.
Kaiden, I was hoping to see you again.
Hello, Addy.
Fresh fish.
I mean, I guess I should probably call you Adalyn, eh? Or do you have some fancy title or something now that you're married?
Oh,
Keep the cold
not
at
anymore.
bay with our
I mean,
spiced wine.
I'm not married anymore. My husband traveled a lot, and a few weeks ago his carriage was attacked on the road. The bandits didn't leave any survivors behind.
Oh,
for a
fuck.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that, Addy. I mean, shit, sorry, Adalyn.
Please, call me Addie, Kaiden. Nobody else ever does. And I always liked the way it sounded when you did.
Alright,
Fresh fish.
if it makes you happy, I have to admit it's sort of hard to think of you as anything else, really.
I'm glad to know you didn't forget me.
There was once a
Because I could
woman
never forget you.
fair as an evening.
Yes, well, this is, are you living with your father? then?
Funny you mention him.
Straight from the
Talking to you, I'm almost half expecting him to come rushing up to drag me away. He always thought you were trouble.
Oh, well, he wasn't fucking wrong there, was he, though, hey? I'm surprised he's let you out of your sight, if I'm honest, given all the sneaking you had to do to, see me.
Oh,
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
I thought you knew. He's gone now, too. I'm afraid I'm all alone now. Alone. And living on the charity of a friend. You see, my husband died penniless.
Straight from
Turns
the
out he
floor.
was a horrible businessman. And I'm afraid left behind so many debts they took everything. My father had several investments go bad right before his death. So much so that the debt collectors were knocking on my door before I even had him buried. Luckily, Elisif was kind enough to let me have a guest room in the palace. And, well, she, lets me sell baked goods from the palace kitchen to earn some coin.
Wait, what? Sell baked goods? You have to fucking do what now, Addy?
That's right, Kaiden.
Fresh
I'm
fish.
nothing but a common
Straight from
merchant
the
lass.
fjords.
Selling bread and sweet rolls, trying to earn enough money to keep her own belly full. I probably don't seem like your little princess anymore, do I? But,
The
goodness,
finest fish here.
I've missed that nickname.
Caught daily.
Although, if I'm honest, I miss the way you'd look at me when you whispered it more.
Shit, fuck me, I don't know what to say, Addy. I always sort of imagined you were off happy and married to your courtier somewhere.
Well, I'm afraid it was never happy, Kaiden. Duty and obligation rarely are, but I best be going now. I really need to sell these things while they're still warm. It was
Straight
good to
from the
see you again,
fjords.
Kaiden. I hope we can talk more soon.
Yeah, I should go too.
You look troubled, pup. What's going through your mind?
You ever find yourself in a situation where you just don't know what to fucking feel? Or how to separate it?
I'm afraid I'm going to need a little more detail than that. To understand what you're trying to say, Kaiden.
Shit, right. Being vague isn't going to help me sort any of it out, is it? And I'm feeling pretty fucking bewildered right now. I met somebody I used to know, that I used to have feelings for. Strong feelings, actually.
Huh. Not quite what I was expecting. But go on. I'm listening. Define strong feelings.
Well, we almost ran away together. Yeah, I was young and stupid, and she was a noble lass, and I was sweet on her. And then I found out that her father was planning to marry her to some pompous rich fuck, and I thought, well, fuck it, you know?
Thought you'd swoop in like the hero of a story and save the damsel in distress, then take her away to live happily ever after?
Well, yeah, it sounds even more fucking stupid when you put it like that. No wonder Brynjar was so fucking mad when he caught us.
Caught you? Caught you what?
I convinced her to run away with me. I even paid some arsehole at the temple to meet us by the lighthouse. He figured out where I'd gone, and I'd never seen him that fucking angry when he caught up to us. He gave that so-called priest a thrashing for taking me coin in the first place, and sent the wanker running down the road.
You were seriously going to fucking marry the lass? Huh. Wouldn't have thought you to dabble with nobility, Kaiden.
Look, I already fucking said I was young and stupid, alright? That isn't the point.
Then what is the point, pup?
Look, I saw her again and I don't know. Things went bad with her after we separated, you know, and she's all alone now. She's left working as a fucking merchant, but I cared about her once and seeing her sad, well, I don't like it. When I talk to her now, I don't know how to tell if it's just leftover infatuation, nostalgia, or if it's something more. Then there's, you know, who, and I don't know what I'm doing there half the fucking time. I just feel like something and I like it. Only now seeing Addy again, I feel like I'm going fucking mad.
Just because it ends doesn't mean the feelings always will, Kaiden. As for the rest, figuring out what you feel is easy, pup.
What the fuck do you mean it's easy? It's not fucking easy. I've been feeling fucking gutted because I can't figure out who and what I feel for who, or I don't know, it's like I can't go forward because of the past. And Addy is standing in front of me reminding me how I used to feel about her, and it's making me feel things. But I don't know if I want to go back. Because every time Addy is in front of me, all I can think about is someone else. Fuck! I feel like I'm being fucking torn in two.
Tell me, Kaiden, before you met this lass again, did you ever think about her?
Huh? No, well... Right, before we went to Solitude, and when she asked me about my past relationships, and it made me think of Addy. Only I wasn't sure that was love, you know. All the time I thought it was, but sitting there and being asked that by someone, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Well, it felt like a sort of fond memory is all, and a lot has happened in those 10 years since I saw Addy. I'm not that man anymore. Well, that boy, rather.
Well, I didn't know you then, Kaiden. All I can say is this. When it's more, it matters more when you think about it being gone.
What does that even mean?
Let me put this in small words. That will make it easy for you to understand. Instead of remembering how you felt about this lass, imagine yourself telling the wolfling goodbye tomorrow and walking away.
The fuck I will. Oh, I mean, shit, I can't even bring myself to imagine that.
Then, perhaps, instead of trying to sort out the past, you should first decide if you're ready to let go of the present. Because you can't have both.
Fuck, I guess I have some serious thinking to do then, eh?
That you do, pup. That you do.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's, real fine. Fine. Kaiden, you fucking liar. Everything's not fine. I'm sorry. I know I've been a bit off, but I've just got a lot on my mind lately. I should have known that nothing gets by you. Yes, it is her. I found out that her husband died and she lost her father recently now too. And it's left her in a very bad way. She's not doing well, and I cared about her once. Perhaps in a way that I still do. Just maybe not the same. Fuck me, I don't know. In either case, it makes it hard to see her struggling. And that's not something I ever meant to bother you with.
It's troubling to me that you still don't know
Yeah,
how to use a great
might
sword.
not have been
You
clear
have the
on
best
just
trainer in
what we
Sky.
were, but to be fair, I hadn't seen her in 10 years, and seeing her again has brought up a lot of memories and feelings I wasn't really expecting, and if I'm honest, some good, some not so good, and I've been struggling to process it all. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess seeing her reminds me of who I was then too. Maybe I missed that version of me. The one before I made the mistakes that I couldn't take back and regret. But it's in the past, and I'm starting to realize it's my present I need to focus on.